Oddworld Soulstorm is still a game I've waited my entire life to play. It's been 1 year since I uploaded this video, and as I just said, it's still a game I've waited my entire life to play. 1 year. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Due for release later in 2018. Oh, well that didn't happen, did it? So I thought, let's look at what I said here and see if any more information has come out. So let's do this, folks.
Oddworld Soulstorm is a game I possibly have waited my entire life to play.
You can say what you want about my mic. It's bad quality, which I'm using a different one now, but that just fit perfectly. The creepiness, it really made my voice sound sort of creepy. Actually, that's just how I talk.
I think the Oddworld Inhabitants team weren't allowed to put all that they wanted to in them due to the time restraints and pressure from publishers and all that.
And you see that, I still think it's true, and it's something I've reiterated over the past year many, many times.
No gameplay footage has been released so far, due to
it's still the case,
legal reasons, I think. The only thing we have to go off in terms of actual visual gameplay is this screenshot.
Still we have to go off.
This, and the fact that Lorne Lanning stated it would be a platform-based game,
which is something he said the other day as well.
In fact, this image faintly reminds me of this supposedly visualization of PS2 footage of Munch's Odyssey that was significantly more like what I'd imagined and wanted that game to be.
A year later, we still have no idea what the gameplay will be like, or look like rather, apart from that screenshot there. Will it be like that? Who knows? It'd be proper good if it were. I wonder if that actually counts as a platformer. Does it look like a platformer? Could you call this a platformer? Who knows?
I know for certain there were storylines that they wanted to tell in Munch's Odyssey that they didn't get to. For example, Mullock's trial. That's right.
It's very, it's a good sign that Lorne Lanning was saying the other day on a Discord server that they're already planning the entire trilogy, Quintology, that they're working on the whole thing. So, they're taking along with Soulstorm, but they're not taking along with Soulstorm, they're taking along with the entire Quintology. And they've got a whole plan set out, so that's quite good. This isn't just the second game in the Quintology, they're working on preparing the franchise for all 5 games.
This is the game Abe's Exodus should have been. I therefore reckon
I love the image, I don't know why. I always like to use it. Such an iconic screen to me, the Vickers Labs things, just foreshadowing the future.
We also don't know exactly when it's going to be released.
Oh, yeah, we still don't know when it's going to be released. 1 year later. It was meant to be released last year.
I think it'd be quite nice if Soulstorm was released on the 17th of November this year.
Boy, well that didn't happen, did it, eh? That was wishful thinking, I must say.
It would be exactly 20 years after Abe's Exodus was released. The important thing, though, is that...
And hell. I like anniversaries. I'm doing a freaking video about a video I did a year ago because it's been a year since I did it. I like that sort of connection thing. I don't know why. It's weird.
Which is a great sign. In terms of game...
You look at that. That's kind of like the mine car, isn't it? Kind of looks like a minecart.
Delayed it from a previous release date of 2017, which is a great sign. In terms of gameplay, Lorne Lanning has showcased the new crafting and managing followers system.
This whole thing here, the crafting system, apparently that's all out of date now. All these things were very, very early. I'm still going to have crafting and all that stuff. It doesn't look like that anymore. These were just sort of things they showed at a showcase thing or whatever it was, and it's apparently changed a lot. It's out of date. Not going to look like that. It's going to be completely different. Also, that thing there is water. I think that's Soulstorm brew, and that's water.
It will still significantly contain a great deal of the original classic gameplay formula.
I do hope so.
In conclusion, I think Oddworld Soulstorm will completely smash it when it comes to the story and feel of the game, going back to its darker roots.
Yeah, I still think that. Lorne Lanning said it's going to be more cinematic, so I'm looking forward to the whole story. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the story progresses. They've already planned out a Quintology, they know the story, they know the route. It's going to be really quite interesting to see an actual planned Quintology come about.
The gameplay I'm not so sure about. That's mainly because we hardly know anything about it. But from what we've seen, or mainly heard, suggests to me that it will either be a really bad misstep, or, as I think the case will be, a splendid revolutionary creative step, pushing the boundaries of the game as far as they can take it.
Well, they seem to have, clarified that they're doing a lot more with Soulstorm than what they've done with any other game, because they can. This new and tasty has made enough sales to make a more ambitious Soulstorm, so, that's quite a good sign. So, it'll be really interesting. We still know pretty much nothing about gameplay, but it'll still be interesting to see what it ends up looking like as more details develop, I suppose.
Hadn't been successes. If Oddworld Soulstorm fails, it could be the final end of the Oddworld franchise. If it succeeds, it will be the setting up of Oddworld inhabitants to continue making brand new content for possibly the next decade.
This right here is exactly the same thing. This is what they're doing. So I feel like I got it right here, because from what Lornan said the other day, they're working on building the franchise, they're working on building the Quintology and the foundations to make sure that they can do that. They're planning on getting a new game out every 2 years after Soulstorm, so they're building up the franchise. That's what they're doing. So I feel like I got that right there.
All I know is that Oddworld Soulstorm is something I've waited to play for a very long time.
I'm still waiting. That's just how it is, really. 1 year on, we still pretty much know nothing about it.
Hello, follow me.